that last team on there, the Denver Nuggets. By the way, they're 7th in the rankings outside the top 5. But Colin, they went on a 4-0 streak this past week. A lot of it has to do with Nikola Jokic, the MVP, reigning MVP, triple dub should be his new nickname, right?
He's a maniac. I don't know what else to say about this guy. I mean, he averaged 39 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 assists over his last 3 games. That includes a game in which he scored 30 points in the fourth quarter and overtime combined to bring his team back. So, I know a lot of people don't like the advanced stats with Nikola Jokic, how he leads the league in PER and VORP and all these things. How about just his regular stats? The guy is just a flat-out machine, and he does whatever his team needs to win. That's what I love about him. They won a game last week where he scored 8 points. And then another game, he scores 30 in the fourth and overtime. So this guy really just has a temperature of his team, what his team needs to win. And he goes out there and does it every single night. He's performing on the defensive end. I also want to give a shout out to Michael Malone, who doesn't get a lot of love. So if you don't think Nikola Jokic is the MVP because of what he's done with this team, leading them to 40 wins at this point in the season, then that means Michael Malone must be the coach of the year. Because with this roster, without their second and third best players, in Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., for them to be where they are right now with basically the same record as the Philadelphia 76ers, both Malone and Jokic deserve a ton of credit.
And Brandon, too, when you look at the Joker's stats, I mean, they're very comparable to last year when he won the MVP. I mean, this guy right here is probably, in my opinion, the most efficient player in the NBA. I mean, if you look at his field goal percentage and way he's able to get buckets, he's always shooting over 60%. He's always making the right play. I think the biggest problem is why a lot of people don't talk about him in the MVP race, because his game is not sexy. It's just not. I mean, the guy probably jumps about this high off the ground. But his play on the floor, what he's able to do, especially without the second and third best player on that team. I wasn't going to say number one, but the second and third best player on the team has just been incredible. He's been carrying this team since the beginning of the season. His play has been crazy. So I think we need to give him a lot more props. Just because his game ain't as sexy as everybody else's, we got to give him a little bit more props in the MVP race.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.